Good morning out there, in there, out there. From in here, out here. Here's to you. That's morning, first morning slurp. Tell you a story about it. Good girl, Viv. Yeah, good girl. Well, I gotta turn on my notes. I goofed that up. Oh, where is it? Face ID. There we go. David James's note thing. Here you go. You've been so good. Thank you. So I went to make the coffee this morning. I forgot to put the filter in the pot, put the ground beans into the pot instead of the filter, had to start over. Man, is this strong this morning. Oh. Well, it's August. My least favorite month. Is it your least favorite month? Yeah, I like most of the months. August, I don't like so much. February, I don't like so much. So let me check, see what we've got. Oh, 2, 3 breaths. Looking outside and it's already 77. We're going to have a warm one today. Thank you. Hello. Good to see you too. It's been a while. You want some more? Oh, we're going to claw me and get some more. Okay. You can claw me and get some more. Picture clouds. We have some new blooms in the garden, of course. So do you if you have a garden. Have my blue cane. Look at me. I'm matching, huh? Wow. Yeah. So, Red Dog reading, Tony and Jack, August 19th, 6:30. Come early, be with your friends, have a good time. I was with Peg Padnos and her friend Ellen from Boston yesterday, and Ellen was here last year to visit Peg and went to the Red Dog. She said, holy cow, I just had so much fun. You could just feel everybody having fun. It was such a great feeling. So we're just so happy to have that happen, that's for sure. Hey, I had an idea about reading poems. There's everything works against reading poems in this country. So here's what I do. I have 5 books, and I read one poem from each book each day. And then, and it's just nice. It's not like another one and another one, because it's a new person and it's a new thing. So I suggest that. I think that's a pretty good idea. Yesterday, of course, was the anniversary of the Voting Rights Act that they're trying to take from us. And I don't even know what to say. He's so terrible. As a person. Can you imagine being around that guy? Well, I don't want to be. Yes, I do. He's a murderer and he's a destroyer, and we've got to get rid of him. Yesterday was Alfred Lord Tennyson's birthday. Now, here's something I didn't know that was fun to learn. It's very hot thing the last X number of years, what's called spoken word poetry, when they have these contests and people do the poems by spoken word. Would you have a little bit of patience? Sit. Just sit. High five. There you go. High five. Oh my goodness, what bribery. Well, Alfred Lord Tennyson was the last poet. Then they started print and reading books of poems. And actually, spoken word poetry was what was done all the time, all the way up through Alfred Lord Tennyson. And boy, was he popular and celebrated. And, I guess you'd call them readings, but they were much more, dramatic. And it was all literature. Charles Dickens at the same time was touring, reading from his novels. And I don't think he had a dog with him trying to drive him crazy. Oh, what did you see? Slurp? Did you see Slurp? Could you get down? You down, down. Good. Stay there. That's down is very good. It's a nice place to be. Yes. Him. It's a nice place to be. Good girl. Good girl. My goodness. And of course, Hiroshima and Nagasaki today. Oh. Baby's nose. I like to just, isn't that nice? How quiet it is out here. Anywhere you can find it. Yeah. Well, I had quite a beautiful gift and surprise. The wonderful poet Mary Ruffle. Mary Ruffle was married to Michael Burkhardt, and he had an enormous set of books collection. I mean, we're talking probably 1,000, and a lot of them were signed. And Mary called me and said, "You, William Stafford was very important to you, wasn't he?" And I said, "Oh boy, yeah." He even wrote a poem here at our house called "At Jack's House." Good girl, good girl. And Mary said, "Well, Michael had a whole lot of William Stafford's books, and I think get arranged here for Vivian. A whole lot of William Stafford's books, and a whole bunch of chapbooks, which are really rare. Chapbooks are little 20 to 30 page collections, and these, she said, they're ragged, they're old, and they're signed, and I'm going to send them to you." Well, they came, and they are. There's just nothing like them. They look like they were made in somebody's basement on their printer. I mean, they're really cool. They're not ripped up or torn or anything. They're nothing like that, and they're easily read. And so it's really something. I'm going to have them with me all the time, I think. Helps me write poems. Writing poems is what's important. I mean, not the achievement of is my poem any good? Reading's wonderful too, but the writing, something happens. And my workshop group's reading a book by Jane Hirschfield titled Nine Gates. And she talks in there about something happens when you write that doesn't happen any other time. Something is inside you that is set free, that's not, you don't try to think the poem onto the page. Well, some poets do, but not the way we work it. Yeah. And, we live on a planet. That's important. America is, it's not, no, we don't live there. We live on a planet. And there's a bird outside right now on the top of the little house birdhouse. And who, I didn't say hi, Mark, and welcome to the Sentimentals. So we're halfway through, but hope you've been there without me saying welcome. By the way, sex is not love. How about that? It's joy. Love is something else. You can get lots of definitions for love. That's a love, is Julie. She really is. Holy cow. Everybody says it. She's just full of it. Now, no, not that way. She's full of love. She's knitting right now. She's knitting a sail for her brother's boat. Yeah. Well, of course, we have no education. Our daughter's getting ready to teach 674 students again, and we don't need that education stuff, do we? Do we? No. Can you give me a high five again? High five? High five. Not now. Only when you feel like it, when you want to grab me. Huh? I'm gonna get you. Mm, yeah. Yeah, she had, oh man, she had, what she does is we go for a walk and I collect up the golf balls and we walk and she goes the other direction and then I walk down this direction, sort of east. And after a while I hear this, she comes rumbling up behind me. She loves to go hide somewhere and then come out. No, I got more. Why would you leave when there's more? It's all a bribe. How we doing on time? Am I okay? I haven't done much. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Um. I think. Oh, a new book by Christy Berghoff titled "Rooted." Recommend that. And do you know? Oh man, can you see how the pond is down 3 feet? I mentioned that last week. Well, um, we've really lost a lot of water. Uh, this is every lawn is brown and crunchy, and ours doesn't really matter because it's out here. It's just nothing but crabgrass and weeds and brown and crunchy. Yeah, that'll teach you. That thing turned on you, didn't it? And then you're gonna run away from me. Come here. You're gonna run away from me. Let's do it again. It'll be fun. Down. Good. Good girl. Up. Good girl. Yeah. Wow. Um, the Irish have a great phrase. I think I told you this. Instead of worrying about being happy, they just divide it all up. So, for example, they might take a drink of my marvelous coffee and go, "This is happiness." See, and then you just sprinkle that throughout your day. And I think that's really nice. That's really nice. Well, I guess it's poem time if it's only a few minutes left. Man, Julie goes so fast with that knitting. It's astonishing. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is I don't know which one I'm doing. This is called One Childhood. And it's about like when you were a kid, you do these kind of things. Maybe that hesitation just before I crossed the street brought the old woman to the window. She looked out, the way a monk looks into a prayer, and then turned and disappeared into the dark of her living room. That's when I crept into her yard, touched the gray-green bark on the old elm draping itself across her porch, and then ran down into the ravine behind her gardens, knowing she could rise up through the chimney, float down, point, and turn me into a yellow cat sitting on the front porch rail, or into a star hanging in the night. The door opened, and I heard her call for her father, and I felt anonymous as any stone, and knew that even witches carry what we carry. Hey, you take care. Try to be cheerful. Be kind. Yeah. Thank you for being here, and I hope your week's a good one, or a nice one, or dappled with delight.